Hi, and welcome to my classroom. My name is Christopher Youngren, and I'm a middle school ELA teacher in Tucson, Arizona. Well, 'tis the season to be creepy. We are well into October now, and I wanted to do something for my students in the spirit of the season because I have a feeling that Halloween is going to be a bit of a bust this year. Trick-or-treating certainly will be, what with COVID still rampaging its way across the country and the world. But I still wanted to do something a little Halloween-y for them. And so what I decided on was an online escape room. And if you've never checked one of these out, they are super cool. They're all over the place, and there are a lot of different templates available out there. But the one I chose is from a company called EB Academics. And what's so great about EB Academics, they're a monthly subscription service, and every month they'll send you a different, what they call bundle or lesson plan, which supports all the state standards, and it gives you both in-person lessons and online lesson plans. And so you're able to provide your students with not just a video link for these lessons, but also like a Google Slides link. So each student has a copy of their own of whatever lesson you're currently going over. It's absolutely marvelous, and it's definitely worth the money. But this was a literary analysis escape room, and so the first part of the escape room was all about story structure. So we examined, exposition and inciting event, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. And we worked on that for about a week, and then we used quizzes, and I'll do a different video about quizzes, because quizzes is a great way to learn stuff and remember stuff. But after they kind of had all this information pretty well learned, then this week we started on this abandoned house escape room. And I added a little something extra to it. But before I get to that, let me tell you a little bit about the escape room itself. So it tells the story. It's got a great message, too, because they have to read a story that's got a great anti-bullying message behind it about a girl who is dared by the older students at her school to spend the night in this abandoned house. And she's basically forced in to do it. The older students tell her that they're gonna ostracize her and not let her move up into the next grade unless she spends the night in an abandoned house. And I won't tell you what happens, but needless to say, it's got a great anti-bullying message. And so they take everything that they learned, and they have to get through a series via a Google form, a series of 8 different locks to escape the abandoned house. And I added something a little extra to it. I put them all in breakout rooms today, and about 5 minutes into it, I sent them a message. I typed it out into chat via the breakout rooms, and I said, let me know if you need any help, but please do your best to try and work it out on your Z. And then I gave a good dramatic pause. And about, I don't know, a minute later maybe, I came on and I said, your teacher has been taken captive. The only way you will ever see him again is if you solve the abandoned house escape room. And then I just let it sit for a couple of minutes. And I turned off my camera, and then periodically I would pop into the escape room, into the different breakout rooms rather, and I would put on a really creepy little voice that sounded a little bit like Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit as soon as he goes full tune. Right? And they would be like, Mr. Youngren, is that you? Mr. Youngren's not here. He's a little tied up at the moment. Right. And then I would circulate through each escape room, each breakout room, and I kind of lay it on thick with each one of them. And then I just leave it alone for about 5-10 minutes. And then I go back in, and my video would still be off. It just had a picture of me up there, and I'd be all like, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Right, and then I'd go out again. And so every once in a while I would do that. And needless to say, they didn't finish the abandoned house escape room in one day. And so by the end of the period, I came back on. I brought them all back into the main room. My video is still off, and I say, you're out of time. And Mr. Youngren is mine for another day. And I asked them not to move forward with the assignment because I would be watching them, and I would know. But I wanted to keep it all in the spirit of fairness because each team was working against one another. And then I just left it at that. And I typically sign off with them by saying, be kind to yourselves and be kind to somebody else. And so in this evil voice, I say, be unkind to yourself and be unkind to someone else. Right? And it just, listen, I wouldn't do it with elementary students. These were 6th and 7th graders, and honestly, half of them have already seen it. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the parenting there, but for crying out loud, I kept it pretty tame, and I certainly wouldn't do this with younger students. But middle school, high school students, keep it kind of creepy. Don't get too hardcore about it, and you can really add an element of suspense to a breakout room and to an escape room, and an escape room is already a really great activity. And so by utilizing, the online aspect and utilizing the distance that you have from these students, their teacher's gone. But they know that I haven't really been kidnapped, but what if, and it adds a little mystery to the day, it adds a little excitement, and it keeps them guessing. And when they are guessing, they are engaged. And when they are engaged, they are involved, and they want to come back for more. So I guarantee you, tomorrow, everybody's gonna show up to see whether or not I actually make it back to class. So anyway, that's my XXL escape room. I hope you got something out of it. If so, hey, check out this video. This is another really good one. And if you like my videos, why not subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep them coming. I hope you're well out there. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, take care of someone else. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.